The Federal Accounts Allocation Committee has shared a total of 1.298 trillion naira among the federal government, states and local government councils for September 2024. This is according to a communique issued at the end of the FAC meeting for October in Abuja. The 1.298 trillion naira total distributable revenue comprised distributable statutory revenue of more than 124 billion naira and distributable value-added tax revenue of more than 543 billion naira. These also comprised electronic money transfer levy revenue of 18.445 billion naira, exchange difference revenue of 462.191 billion naira, and augmentation of 150 billion naira. From the total distributable revenue, the federal government received a total sum of 424.867 billion naira, and the state governments received a total sum of 453.724 billion naira, while local government councils received a total sum of 329.864 billion naira, and a total sum of 90.415 billion naira was shared to the benefiting states as derivation revenue. And as part of President Bola Tinubu's administration to ease the cost of transportation and cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal in the country, the federal government has distributed 1,500 CNG tricycles to the cooperative societies. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Nkiruka Onyejocha, flagged off this exercise at Win-Win Industrial Park near Shagamu Interchange in Ogun State. The minister, who was represented by the Director, Employment and Wages Department of the Federal Ministry of Labour, John Yamali, said the program was a transformative approach to empower communities, foster economic resilience, and promote sustainability across the nation. This initiative, Renewed Hope Transportation Cooperative Program, commenced the distribution of CNG-powered tricycles to serve as a lifeline for many, offering not only mobility but also economic opportunities for thousands of Nigerians.
This program reflects our commitment to inclusivity, as we have carefully selected cooperatives from all 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. We believe in reaching out to underserved communities, giving them the tools they need to thrive and build a better future for themselves and their children.
For the next 2 weeks, and this is the end of the month, our people in your community will benefit for this for free, so that people can benefit and taste it. They can see these tricycles in motion and being operated, and they can know that CNG is safe, it is reliable, CNG is cheap, and it's something that our communities will take advantage of.
They should make CNG to be everywhere, the compressed natural gas to be everywhere, so that optimally we'll be able to use the keke, so that them themselves will be able to be seeing it every day. Even in the whole of our local government, maybe there is only 2 or 3 places, and they are very far apart. So I will still ask the PCNGI to still look how majority of petrol stations can start this selling compressed natural gas.
The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry says there is need to establish and expand the infrastructure for CNG refueling stations across the country for effective transition to compressed natural gas as an alternative fuel for mobility. The Chamber is upbeat about government's efforts towards transitioning and concerned about the limited access to CNG refueling points, which is creating a barrier to adoption. LCCI added that the success of CNG mobility depends heavily on public acceptance and understanding of its benefits. The business community therefore recommends a comprehensive awareness campaign to educate citizens and businesses on the cost advantages to individuals, cost savings for government, and the positive environmental impact of CNG adoption.
This crowding out of the private sector is particularly alarming in a situation where we require massive investments in the CNG and all other auto gas value chains that can vastly reduce inflation by reducing the cost of fuel. We think that that should be the overriding priority now in the public policy space.
When you talk about trucks, transport, heavy vehicle, heavy equipment, CNG is there and is very, very good. Some people don't like it, like the drivers, because it's not so easy to take CNG out of the truck. One thing is environmental, another thing is practical and economical. Nigeria has so much gas and it should be utilized.
We need to tell them the advantages of using the CNG. There's a price advantage, there is the durability advantage, because their vehicle or their engine will be more durable when they use CNG.
The stock market again closed deals in the negative territories following sustained profit takings by investors. The index of the market dropped by 0.01% as prices were cut downward by forces of demand and supply, indicating losses on investments. The biggest trade loser was Aradel Holdings with a 9.99% loss. Deep Capital Management and Trust, Champion Breweries, NPF Microfinance Bank and Jaiz Bank all recorded losses. Msonic Holds Consolidated PLC came strong, 10% gain, while University Press PLC, Dar Communications, Transcorp Power and CNI Leasing PLC were trade gainers. And crude oil futures steadied today after strong U.S. retail sales data and the emergence of more fiscal stimulus to boost China's economy, though prices were still headed for their biggest weekly loss in more than a month. U.S. West Texas Intermediate rose to sell at $70.90 per barrel with an upsurge of 0.33%. Brent crude futures also experienced an upward price margin of 0.21% to sell at $74.61 per barrel. Bonner Light sold at $78.62 per barrel with a downward price review of 2.84%. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers offer $73.45 per barrel with a price decline of 0.18%. Sport is next after 9.
Still on the news of 7-time Fortune Sports Stories, the Confederation of African Football CAF has given the Libya Football Federation until the 20th of October to respond to a query over Nigeria's petition regarding the poor treatment of the Super Eagles on arrival in Labarak for an AFCON 2025 qualifier. This development comes after Nigerian players and officials were stranded at the Al Abrak airport for over 17 hours, sparking a widespread outrage. Correspondent Jane Francis Nweze reports.
Super Eagles of Nigeria, alongside the country's delegation to Libya for the 4th match of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier, returned to the country on Monday night after what looked like a hostage situation in the North African country. Nigeria hosted the first leg in Uyo on Friday, 11th October, with Libya delegation arriving in Port Harcourt on Tuesday, 8th October.
The General Secretary called and informed me that they are landing in Port Harcourt and the flight had already taken off. But now that it has happened that way and the flight had gone, you please bear with us. We are going to make all the necessary arrangements to get vehicles that will convey with security to bring the team to Uyo. He said, okay, please try your best. I said, we'll try. So we got the buses for them to come to Uyo. And you know, international airport, once you leave airport, you're out to come and join vehicles. They said they will not join the vehicles.
Officials of Nigeria Football Federation say they have followed the appropriate channel in addressing the issue.
We have written an official petition, official complaint to CAF, and we believe that CAF will look at it in the spirit of fairness and justice, because it is not about Nigeria. It is about salvaging African football. We are asking, but we have sent the necessary documentation and we wait for CAF to respond to request.
You cannot go to FIFA. After any decision from the disciplinary committee of CAF, we can only go to CAS. And this issue, we are not going to take it lightly. Don't forget, it involves human life. So there's no way we take it lightly.
CAF has referred the matter to its disciplinary committee for investigation and appropriate action. the incident has generated significant backlash. Residents of the Federal Capital Territory called for sanctions against Libya Football Federation.
I think they should be banned from at least 2 to 3 years.
They should be sanctioned because I think what they did was not right, and I feel it's disrespectful to Nigeria too.
In fact, make them come out for that competition. At his stance, make them come out them. Make them know say the whole thing where they do Nigeria, I touch the whole Africa.
There is no place for retaliation in football. The world and the football community awaits for CAF's decision on this particular matter, as it would provide direction in the future. Jane Francis Nweze, TVC News, Abuja.
The two-day Ikeja Golf Club Ladies Championship came to a close at the Ikeja Golf Club Lagos, with the professional category producing exciting finishes. We have details in this report.
Obieze Linda emerged victorious in a competitive round as champion of the 2024 Ikeja Golf Club Ladies Championship in Lagos. Linda finished with a gross score of 174 and an impressive net score of 144, playing off a handicap of 15.
Congratulations! Honestly, finally, it's a dream come true. I'm really happy that I'm able to make it. Since I started playing this golf, I've been aiming to be the champion of this club finally, and I'm glad God finally made it to happen today, and I'm grateful to God. I advise them to practice more, because if you put more time and dedication, you play very well. And I want to appreciate Diana for giving me the opportunity, because she was the last champion. Thank her for giving me the opportunity to win this tournament.
We've done our bit. It's been interesting, and I had a good game. I believe I had fun. I am not looking at the scores. I had good company, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to play this game.
A consistent performance saw her finish ahead of Diane Osmond, who secured second place with a gross of 176 and a net score of 154. The two-day-long tournament, organized annually, commenced on Tuesday and featured various categories and over 50 golfers. Residents in the state were joined by many golfers from other states in Nigeria to play in various categories.
Ikeja Golf Club is a very technical course, and I've heard about the game so many times, but this is my first time of playing it. But I follow it back and forth then. But I just say to myself, I have to be here, even if not anything but as a guest player.
Meanwhile, Abiodun Azan, playing off a handicap of 14, claimed third place with a gross score of 181, ending with a net score of 153. A dinner ceremony was held to close the event for presentation of awards and prize for winners of each category.
I would like to commend all the participants of this year's Ladies Golf Championship. Your dedication, sportsmanship, and competitive play have really made the tournament a memorable one.
Obieze's win was a testament to her steady play and ability to capitalize on key moments throughout the round.